Okay, and Fat Fiat Fridays for lifers. Fat Fiat Fridays for lifers. I like that. I like that. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Getting my levels ready, getting everything together. How's that mic sounding for everybody? How you all doing? And welcome with your host, the Crypto Lifer. How's everybody doing today? Hope you're having a wonderful time. And yeah, we're just getting into it, man. Got some lo-fi beats going, you know, just doing our thing. Starting our Friday off in a wonderful way. Feeling good. Feeling excited. Feeling happy. Happiness is a state of mind. It isn't something you can hold and touch and keep. It is a state of mind. So remember that, my friends. Remember, happiness is a state of mind. Okay? And you want to keep a state of mind that is pleasing to you. Now, last night, before I went to bed, I was very active in the chat. Now, please, guys, I'm going to pin all these, but they are pinned in the pinned messages. But here is the Crypto Lifer billboard, right? Certain things that you have to, like, I put Ocean up there because I wanted you guys to understand that Ocean was a big deal on February 2nd. Okay? You have to realize when I put a chart out, it also means that I've been doing heavy research. I have so much integrity and I care so much about every one of you that if I decide to post a call in my trading group, know and believe that it is one of the best calls I consider it to be. Like if, for instance, if I was a butcher, I would only be giving you the choice meat. Yeah, you could eat some steaks, but I will only be giving you the ribeyes. I'd be hooking you guys up. So, yes. It's weird. That's better. So when the light's off, I tend to be a lit more. So you don't want to backlight yourself. I like this better with the lights off. So anyway, algo. It was an inverted head and shoulder. I just want to teach you guys, you beginners. When you see these patterns, shoulder, head, shoulder, they break to the upside. That was my target up here at 81, and we went to 84 on algo. 1 inch, one of my biggest calls, talking about it all the time, continuously. Now, 1 inch is on a bit of a crazy tear. It's doing something kind of unbelievable. It's kind of doing a band, like Band did. It's the next band. It's on its way. 1 inch. Unbelievable what's going on with 1 inch, really. My next target for 1 inch is up here at $8.16. I've been giving you a target for 1 inch every single layer on the way up. I've been kind of coaching you through 1 inch. If you're one of the people that took 1 inch with me, if you like 1 inch, if you were smart enough to get down on 1 inch, then you're riding with me right now and you're doing great. So shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much. Luke L, let's do this. Buy BTC. People cost money averaging. Yeah, dollar cost average, man. Luke L has it. You just keep adding. It's still early. We're still going to double, triple up. You could 10x your money with, you could 10x your money. You could 10x your money with Bitcoin. So shout out to everybody on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for coming on in to the live. Okay, so here we go. We're going to look at Bitcoin like we always do. Shout out to everyone here. But 1 inch, just have to talk about how it's going parabolic. And look, it's now ready to rip again on the 30-minute. Like, unbelievable. So, this thing is flagging, man. It really doesn't retrace. It flags. It just, look, flag, 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 flag. And it's just moving its way up the parabola. Blow off top, possibly around $8. 1 inch. This thing was just a buck, guys. Just $1. We were getting in at $1.30. We have 6x our money, basically. A little under, about 5x. 5x our money on... Let's talk about Aave. It's one of my biggest holdings. I love Aave. I talk about it all the time. Look, it was in this rising wedge that broke back into the pattern that decided, you know what? I'm going to stick with the pattern again, and I'm going to continue to break out. 1 hour is looking extremely bullish. Looks like we can get to $618 for Aave. Every time you're in, it looked like yesterday it went up to 527. Then it came back down to 440, and I was like, damn, wow, I should have taken profits, right? But then I went to sleep, and I woke up, and I said, you know what? Taking profits in this game is kind of like Russian roulette as well. You think you're sweet, taking that profit, you think you did it, you think you're the man, and then you might wake up and have to buy back at a higher price. You know, unless you are sharking it and you're basically not sleeping at all. Cheers to you if you're going in and out of every single coin you hold. But honestly, I remember when you said pump your bags for Aave at $80. Jesus, let's go. Yeah, I did. I said pack those bags. I was packing the bags at $60 and $80, and I was late to the party. I really was late to the party, guys. There was so much more coming. So, yeah, sitting pretty at all-time highs at $537 for Aave. One of the biggest, most heavily staked coins in the DeFi space. There's a reason why Aave is a big deal, okay? So don't sleep on these coins, man. And if you slept already, I don't know what to tell you now, because if I didn't get into these coins, I'd be a little sketched out now to get in now. I'd be honest. But that's why the Lifer's here for you. I'm going to show you like the 1 inch. Just keep playing these things the way I teach you. My system will take you through the bull run all the way from beginning to end. The beauty of my system that I teach, that I tutor people, is that it can get you back into positions when you need to get back into them by using multiple time frames. Okay? So like what you do here is you go to the 4 hour. You see that the 4 hour is starting to get oversold. It's starting to, overbought, right? We still have more room to go once we cross this dotted line. So this isn't over yet, in my opinion. This is not over yet. Feel like we're going to hit my target here at 815. We've hit every single target I've put out for 1 inch continuously. So, but we're getting up high, right? So what you do is you ride this out, you wait for this to come up, and this would be similar to getting up to this area. And then you just draw your line like I show you guys all the time. Put an alert down here on the 4 hour, right click it. This works unbelievably well in a bull run. This is a tactic nobody taught me. I've taught myself this by using the stochastics RSI. It's just something I figured out on my own. I was like, oh, well, now I'll get an alert down here, and then I start DCAing when we're down in here. I make 3 or 4 buys at one time, at different times to get myself in. I use patterns. I buy the bottom of the pattern. So right now we see a pattern here. It's a W too. You see that double bottom forming, double bottom. Very bullish on the 15-minute. See these double bottoms? They tend to break to the upside. We watch them all the time. Here's a double bottom that broke to the upside. And if you're not sure how to get the target, you swing the W from the middle of the W to the bottom of one of the W bottoms there, and then you bring it to the same level, and that really brought you your target, which we actually didn't hit yet. We're a little lower than that target, but now we're flagging as well. This is also a bit of a cup and handle, right? And everything I teach you guys, you can kind of just keep using to your advantage over and over again. Once you take one lesson, it pays for itself over and over and over again. We also see moving averages in a line. See how the 21-day moving average moved up across the 50? It's curving down, but that's kind of just moving with the price. Look for it to curve back to the upside. We don't see any moving averages crossing, even on smaller time frames. We go to the 4 hour. We just had a MACD cross, still extended, and we're still below the dotted line, and we still have room to go on the stochastics. I think they'll double top here, but we'll see. $6 for 1 inch. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's take a look at Bitcoin now and see what's going on for bitty bitty Bitcoin, right? The elephant in the room, man. Bitty Bitcoin. Shout out to everyone here. Chrissy Fouts, Trade Intuition, Jesse B. You got a small little intimate group. I don't mind that. That's pretty cool, man. That means you guys are more serious, so I'm with the more serious crew. People that really want to get that money are here. People that want to kind of play games, and some people are working a job. I understand. It's not that easy, right? They're transitioning into making crypto their life. But trust me, once you put more time into crypto than your job, you'll get paid way more. Like, I'm not going to lie to you guys, but making $10,000, I went to bed and made $10,000 last night. Like, when I didn't make it, my account realized gains of probably $15,000 in 10 hours, right? In the last week, $50,000 in unrealized gains. Like, it doesn't stop, man. It doesn't stop. So, like, you tell me what job you made 50 grand in the last 10 days. 6 days even. It wasn't even 10 days. It was 6 days. You tell me the last job you worked where you made 50K in the last 6 days. All right? And then tell me that job's more important than crypto. And you can make money with small amounts. People think, oh, you're a whale. You have tons of money. No, that's not true. It's not true. And I started with 20K in the 2017 bull run. I really did. I started with a small, in my opinion, and I started with like literally at 1,500 in Ethereum. And I slowly started buying coins. And I slowly started researching. And now I have a system to take on you know, when the whole, basically when the whole, when a new bull run comes out, new coins come out, new companies jump on in, and you need to have a system. How do you go through those coins? Now I have a team with my Telegram. Right now, I found some people that really gravitated towards me and that I've gravitated towards, and they're active, amazing people. Shout out to Wrenchy T, man. Wrenchy T became like my ride or die, man. You know, the guy is there for me. You know, if I need something, I call him late at night. The guy lives in London. Yeah, let's take a look at BLZ. BLZ is one of my favorite calls. I was calling BLZ out at 1 cent. It was one of my favorite coins to trade back in August. Now, let's take a look at what's going on with BLZ. You can see it's forming a very, very strong level of consolidation. Number one, you can put it in a bull if you want. That's somewhat of a bull, but we'll throw it in here right now like this. Bit of an ascending triangle, in my opinion. You know, beautiful pennant, doing its thing. It did break out, got sold back down just slightly though at 16.20. Having a cross on the 4 hour with one and room to move. Let's give you your target for BLZ. Swing, swing. And boom, our target for BLZ. 51% gains coming out of Blaze. Blue Zell, baby. And yeah, get you to 24 just on that 4 hour. Let's take a look at the daily though. Daily is about to fly. Look at it. Look at it. Double bottom on with a lack of bearish momentum. Stochastics pushing up. This thing is gonna fly. This thing is gonna fly. You got the 4 hour and the daily locked in. Can't beat that. When you have the 4 hour and the daily locked in, and we have a cup and handle, guys. So this will be a call now in the channel. Shout out to Joe, Jose, Patricio. This is a cup and handle about to explode. Let's find the bigger target. How do you find the bigger target? Take the head of the cup down to the low price. Swing that to your handle. Boom. Target of 28. So look for this to almost basically do 100% gains. 70% gains on the bigger target. So you got a pennant that's looking good. You have a cup and handle that's looking great. I saw this play out in Zilliqua. I saw this play out in Cody. I saw this play out in Rose. I saw this play out in so many different coins. BLZ, cup and handle. Let me give you your buy zone. Let me give you your entry. Again, don't do anything I do on the channel. This is risky crypto business. Unless you have the skin for it. Crypto may not be for you. But if you're here, it means you want it bad and you want to go all the way. So, shout out to you for being here. Shout out to everyone who's here today, doing their thing. I love you all for supporting me. I love you all for supporting crypto. It's not even about me. Take me out of the equation. So here you got your buy zone, right? We're going to right click. We're going to clone that. We're going to throw that over here. We're going to right click. We're going to clone this. We're going to throw that up here. We're going to double click on that. That's going to be your sell zone. And then if in case you want to be protected in a bull run, which, hey, stop loss. Okay, boom, there's your trade. It's simple. Buy zone, stop loss, sell zone. Okay, there you go, my friends. There you go. And what we do, boom, boom. I give you your protection. I give you your gain. It's all right here. We can even tweet that out. Then we'll hashtag it. Yeah, BLZ chart right there. BSD, USD chart. Boom. That's hitting the tweets right now. Going right out into the Twitter. The Twitter flow. It's happening. Is it happening? That's funny. Crypto Mike. Is it happening? We'll take a look at XRP too. A lot of big things happening for XRP. So now look, we hit this. We hit the copy button here. And now we go over. And where is this call going to go? It's going to go here in the Crypto Lifer group charts and calls only. Okay. I'm also going to put it on the billboard though. I'm also going to throw it up on the billboard because I feel like it's super important for you to watch. And I want you to know what's going on. BLZ cup and handle, man. Only a matter of time for more gains coming out of there. Awesome. Okay. BLZ, man, on the daily, looking ready to rip. You can see, man, bullish pattern on the RSI, double bottom here. And when you don't see it, I see it. Look at it. Clear double bottom. This is even considered a double bottom. This is a very interesting pattern, to say the least. But yeah, man, big news. BLZ, baby. Okay, let's get into the Bitcoin, the elephant in the room, the guy we always talk about. Bitcoin, baby, holding 38K and starting to make a move up out of the pattern, just as we suggested. Now, I was telling everybody that this was the bottom of the pattern, man. And how did I know that? Well, is the divergence. You can look at it on the 4-hour. We had divergence right here. Slight divergence. And we even went back to the 30-minute. And I show you guys how divergence creates the bottom of the pattern. And I go over this all the time. And I'm telling you how fundamentals will take you away from the emotions. At this point in time, everybody was super scared. Bitcoin's going down to 25K, 22K. We're testing 20K. Come on, man. With the billionaires of the world buying every piece, every single dip, Coinbase just getting rid. I woke up this morning and I went to my Twitter feed, you know, and look, here's bullish divergence. Swing low to swing low is down. Swing low to swing low is up. That's bullish divergence. Okay. Here you see it slightly again. It wasn't perfect. Maybe we'll find it on an earlier time frame. But this is what I'm talking about. How Bitcoin was holding these levels. Right? Here it is again. Here's your bullish divergence again. Bullish divergence is coming with the bottom of the patterns. It happens over and over again. See? Boom. So it wasn't uncanny to me, and it wasn't insane to me to think, okay, this is the bottom of the pattern. This is where we're bottoming out. I publicly stated that 28.5 was where I was loading up long term to many, many friends and family members too. I publicly stated it. I don't get the credit for these public statements because I make so many, and I think people just, they forget. Weeks later, it goes by. But like the lifers, man, I've been consistently creating profits and consistently creating profitable trades, consistently showing you guys, like even this isn't full divergence because yes, that's swing down to swing down, but this level is so much harder than that. If this goes to infinity and this goes to infinity, they will cross. I have found that becomes divergence. I found that to be true. This is things that not everyone's going to teach you. You're going to learn in my tutoring sessions. If you want to find out the deep truth, while the whole world is freaking out and telling you to sell Bitcoin, I'm sitting here buying it up all around here. Hold on. I don't need the marker. Marker's cool though. I'm sitting here buying it up all here at the bottom of the pattern because I have a system. I have a checklist that I go through before I make any trade. And it's always there for me. It says buy at the bottom of the pattern. It says buy at the 25% bottom of the pattern. It then also says go to the daily and buy when you're low on the stochastics. So look, here was my buy down here. Where were we? We were low on the stochastics on the daily. We had a bullish cross coming on the daily. I said to everybody, like, look at the daily. How could you be bearish against Bitcoin? Look at the daily. And look, now we're forming an inverted head and shoulders. Say we're not. So look, I can take all this work off, but now you can even see this. And this is why you do deep dives with me. This is why you spend the time with me, because you're not going to get this analysis from anybody else. You really aren't. I go over multiple possibilities. I show you, look, I give you double the bullish scenarios. This is an inverted head and shoulder, clearly. Algo just popped out of this. How do you get your target? You take this to the length of the head, swing it to the side of the shoulder. That puts Bitcoin up here at 46,000 just regularly, just you know, just on a smaller time frame breakout. Never mind this entire bull flag breaking to the upside. Almost an upside down Bart Simpson pattern here too. There's your Bart, head. So this is starting to make sense. You're starting to see the move. You're starting to see the build, right? Bitcoin's now creating another trend. See how this trend started right around here? This is where we are now, right as we broke out of the pennant into our next big move. Yes, there will be pullbacks along the way. That's what happens, but you're going to still be up on the US dollar like you wouldn't believe. So you guys, man, stick with the lifer, man. Hit that like button. Hey, lifer, what a day. Lewis 502, man. Levi 502 for sure, man. Good morning. JV Supreme. Jose Pedro, watch BLZ. Bro, crypto about to pay for my new house. Shit's unreal. It really is, though. It really is. It really is. Doge, baby, Doge. Everybody doing the Doge. Shout out to Chris Collin, the Doge lover. He's loving that Doge, man. Let's take a look at, now let's finish Bitcoin now. Bitcoin on the daily. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the daily. Okay, so we started down here. Stochastics RSI already got up high, pretty high. We're going to have to maybe retrace, not now, maybe, but, you know, in a couple days, just remember that we're getting up there. Just remember that we're getting up there. I woke up this morning, and I got to show you guys something. The first thing I saw when I woke up this morning, I almost fell off my chair. Here's where the day started for me in the group. You guys were super active all morning. Unbelievable. Soldier Boy writes, Bitcoin or Doge? This is Draco, man. Soldier Boy. He has millions of followers. Okay? Millions of followers. Bitcoin or Doge? So now you're seeing mainstream jump on. And I'm telling you, man, they're just going to buy it. They don't look at pricing like me. They don't go through the TA. Oh, Doge, they just start buying it. They have no conscious as to when or how or what to buy. They just go in. BZRX continuing to rip. Just hit the target that I had up here at about 52, very close to it. Huge double bottom. We're just showing you that. Just so much to go over. But now let's look at Bitcoin on the 3-day. Let's kind of get a little, let's get scared. Let's scare ourselves a little bit. Now, wow, the 3-day, which is extremely strong, extremely bullish, more bullish than the daily, right? Each of these candles represents 3 days. And the 3-day is low on the Stochastics RSI and just is having a bullish MACD cross. I was worried because it looked like we were about to go bearish, but look, lack of bearish momentum. $15,000, 15,000 Bitcoin just left Coinbase this morning, guys. $15,000 just left Coinbase this morning, okay? So check it out. And look at the people in my group, man. Just shout out to Jose Patricio. 991% gains on Aave. Patient as anything. Let me show you this trade. He went in at 274. Okay? He could still be in at 544. We'll take a look. I think he's still in because he knows. He knows. But we'll take a look here. We'll go to like the daily here. When was it 274? It was 274 right around this area here the last time. Right? Yeah. He couldn't even, yeah. So I'm telling you, this guy's been in the trade since January 27th. He's been in the trade for 8 days. Okay? He doesn't make this 991% overnight. He made it in 8 days. Okay? So I want to show you guys by watching his price entries that these are patient holds. Look, 34 to 50. Look at his acro move, 20 to 56. Let's go take a look at acro. I was bringing up acro the other night. Had a huge pop. Huge pop. But listen, he's in at 20 cents. Right? So here's where the last 20 cents came down a few times. So I'm not sure he just must have read this one right and got in somewhere here. Also, it's a bit of a cup and handle, and you could get in on this handle. These are cup and handles, man. They explode. They really do. You just got to build the story for yourself. Build that story. Here's your cup, right? And the cup doesn't have to be perfect, man. It really doesn't. Like, and then there's a handle right there. I religiously play these cup and handles. I should buy a boat one day and call a cup and handle, man, because that'll be the reason I own the boat, for crying out loud. This is a straight line for acro. Unbelievable what it's done. Even came back down here to 41 to fly all the way back up to 50. Acro doing some amazing things. What is acro? Like, what does it do? I feel like for 1 second we need to take a moment and see what acro really is, because I don't know what it does. And I don't know what its use case is. I'd like to find out. It's like when you're reading a book and you see a word that you don't know. If you don't have a dictionary next to you or your phone and you're going to look that up, you're doing yourself a disservice, right? Now we get to learn about another coin together. Acro, Acropolis. Okay, 56 cents, up 120% today alone. Unbelievable. And Jose Pedro making that, he's 20x in that. He didn't even get the whole move. He got most of the move. Unbelievable, though. Yeah, he got the whole move. 56, man. Damn. Okay. What is Acro? Acro is a company that operates an Ethereum-based decentralized finance protocol that seeks to prove an autonomous financial ecosystem for saving and growing wealth. including through borrowing and lending. To do so, it offers a series of products including Acropolis OS, a framework for developing for-profit decentralized autonomous organizations, Sparta, a platform for uncollateralized lending, and Delphi, a yield farming aggregator and tool for dollar cost averaging. This project uses an ERC20 token Acro for protocol governance across its suite of products. Acropoli was first announced in March 2019, launching on the Ethereum mainnet in June 2020. Who are the founders? Anna Andrionova and Kate Carbona, joining later as a co-founder. Looks like two women. Prior to starting Acropolis, serving as its CEO, Andrionova co-founded and was managing director of Aprio Capital, a data and technology-driven investment management firm, in addition to founding private equity advisor firm Siren Capital. She has additional investment experience for serving as a fund manager for Lehman Brothers and an emerging markets hedge fund analysis for Emergent Asset Management. She was responsible for private equity fund strategy. Unbelievable. We go more into this, but wow. Learn about Aave, related projects, Maker, In-Depth, Coin. So you're seeing other projects here coming out. Sorry about that. Okay. What makes it unique? It was conceived and distributed to Savings and Pensions Fund. Wow. A solution to what it described as its initial announcement as looming pension deficit apocalypse, resulting from inevitable collapse of state pension systems. But in August 2020, the company stated that it shifted its focus to building underlying framework for such a system by creating Acropolis OS to allow for the rapid launch. Wow. So Acropolis, man, doing some big things. So just want to shout out to everyone in the group, man. Stay here, man. Korea financing. What a day, baby. What a day. What a day to be alive. I can't even believe it. Alpha up 20%. Look, it didn't matter what we talked about. It didn't matter. It's like I look like a magician because every single thing that I posted is going up. And it's about being here, guys. It's about being here. If you held anything for the last week, you made money. I don't care. If you're losing money right now, you need a tutoring session. Maybe even a psychological evaluation. If you are lost money in the last couple of weeks, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, make you feel bad. Maybe you're a beginner and I could see that. But honestly, man, all you have to do is look at things on a macro scale and think you're in the biggest moving industry in the world. You're in cryptocurrency. It is so new. I was saying to somebody the other day, cryptocurrency is like there's two dances to go to when you're a kid. One dance is full, people are in it, right? It's like you can't even move. It's like if there's a fire, you're probably going to die because you're not going to be able to get out in time. That is the stock market right now, in my opinion. Cryptocurrency is like the little, like the warehouse across the street. They got a DJ. Things seem to be pumping. People are doing their thing. And, you know, there's just so much more room for people to come into the space. Like it's got a 10,000 capacity and there's only 10 people in the room. And it's already substantialized. Wait for more and more people to get in. We are still early. You guys think this is like, we are still extremely early. The rest of the world is just waking up to crypto. Like family and friends and regular people, no coiners we call them, they're just getting started. Look at this though, triple candle up. Unbelievable. Look at this on the 3-day. 3 days pretty extended, right? Daily's getting extended. It's getting very overbought at this point. Might be time to take a nibble on some profits for Aave. I don't know though. Every time I say that, it's up even more. But come on, 3 giant candles on the daily. It's insane, man. It's insane. Absolutely insane. It started 3 days ago at 298. It's about to do another double up. Like, that's another thing about these coins. As much as I love you guys, right? It's about getting in at the right time. And you have to feel it. And that comes with being in the other bull run. I was in a bull run already. I kind of got a sense of when the tides were changing. And I stopped kind of day trading, swing trading, and I just started allocating into the proper projects. I had to make a list of like literally 100 coins. Then I'd write down and ask myself, if I didn't have this coin, how would I feel? If I didn't have this coin, how would I feel? And I eventually came up with a list of 10 coins that I felt the most comfortable with, right? Band, Aave, SNX, EGLD. You see what I'm saying? Cake. And I formed my little crew. Everyone's going to have a different crew moving through the space. Like you might have CTSI, CRV, Celsius. You might just do C's. You might have Cody, Celsius, CRV, CVC. And you actually, literally, if you just take this list here, Cream, CRV, CTSI, CVC, and CRV, I'm telling you right now, and Comp, and even Cocos, and maybe even CHZ, if you just did these Cs, you would have made a killing in the last few months. If you just played the Cs, Cover had that little bump, so I'm not talking about that. And if you even play the Cs for the next year, or the next 6-7 months into this bull run, you see what I'm saying? Now, fine, you could pick the Ds. You could be like, all right, I want to play Dash. I like Digibyte. I like DIA. I like Dent, right? They're up 32%. Look, I like DMG. That's up 32% today, right? So you could have played in Doge, right? So you could have played just the Ds alone. Doge getting a bit of a sell-off here, right? It's kind of a meme coin, man. Remember that. Take your profits when you're up a lot, right? Take your profits when you're up a lot. So look at Doge. Doge did its thing, but it's getting overbought. You know, it kind of came up here. A little bit of, look, bearish divergence, swing up to swing up, swing down. It did have a wick, though. The idea was to sell up on this wick, man. Up in that was insane that day. That run up in Doge was nuts. But like, yeah, you could play Doc, Doge, and Dot, and maybe Drep, and nothing else. And you probably have a good time. See what I'm saying? Let's take a look at EGLD, baby. So EGLD, man, my target for EGLD is up here at 99. Going for that 100 move, man. And look, you can see EGLD, little pullback, pump, pullback, pump, pullback, pump, pullback. 3, 4, 5 day pullback. 3, 4, 5 day pullback and pump. Little pullback and pump. This thing is on its way to Parabolic City. I mean, unbelievable what we're seeing here for EGLD. The movement in the space is insane. We talk about Engine here. We have a target for Engine up at about 60. Engine helps kids move products throughout. And look at Engine on the daily. Watch Engine, man. I'm showing you right now. Showing this cup. Starting to do its thing. The daily is about to rip. Getting it below the dotted line on the stochastics RSI with a MACD cross coming. You have falling price with falling volume. That tells you that the lack of volume for the fall down. That means there's less people selling. That tell you a reversal is coming. When the price is moving down with volume moving down, that's an indication that there's a reversal. That's a reversal, my friends. Okay. EOS. A lot of people want to play EOS. I think it's kind of lackluster. In my opinion, moves slow. It will pump though. It's in this giant rounded bottom. It will eventually make its way up out of the top. Nice hold, but I think there's other things. I think DeFi is just a better play right now. It's just a better play to be in DeFi. Look at Easy, right? Watch Easy. It was in a bit of a cup and handle here. Booming up 25% today. So just a lot of coins making their way, making their move. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. I'll give you my last price prediction for Bitcoin so you can kind of get settled with how you feel about Bitcoin. But look, the daily still has room to go. We're low on here. Stochastics are a little high, but they can stay up here on a move. See, we got here on the stochastics, and look what happened. We ripped. So let me show you something. The stochastics were right here. With a curve, we were right here. So then we did a little movement to the side, really just a bull flag while the stochastics reset. And can you believe just this in the stochastics was enough to go like that? So, do we do one of these? Does Bitcoin go sideways here and then rip? Hey, there's a chance. I'm just kind of breaking it down for you, the possibilities for Bitcoin. My overall target right now, length of this pole. I'm going to take the length of this pole. Like so. And boom. And then I have a target up here at $58,465. So 58K, baby, is my next target for Bitcoin. And I'm sticking to it. I've been bullish throughout this entire run. I called this bottom right here. Clearly. Publicly stated. 28.5 is the bottom. And then I even told everyone to load up. Like, I mean, I don't know what else I can do for you guys if you are new to the channel. But you could check it out here on the pinned messages even. If you go through these pinned messages, they're important. Sometimes I lay my heart on the line on these pinned messages. I really do. Let's see here. This isn't the pinned messages though. There we go. Said, I'm getting a feeling a bigger pump is coming tomorrow and Monday for Bitcoin. This is January 31st. The TA backs me as the daily is very bullish. Monday will be high volatility. The recent stock market fiasco are putting crypto in the spotlight. Sunday night is the weekly candle close. I would like to see us get a close above 35K, but as long as we hold 33.5, I will find it acceptable. Looking for Sunday nights into Monday to be volatile days. Each week, things are going to get more and more insane as the stakes rise and Bitcoin gains more momentum. Remember, most investors are using alts to gain more BTC. Don't be upset when your 5x gains get cut in half when Bitcoin rips. To mitigate these losses, I suggest you have DeFi plays as your largest alt positions, such as Aave, SNX, eGold, Uni, DOT, Wise. Look for heavily staked projects. Research when most stakes are released. Don't be holding bags when majority exits. The bull run is beginning. We are in the first inning, but each dollar you compound now can lead to exponential gains in the future. Okay? Big deal, man. Big deal. And then we go even here into my group. Acro, more gains. Thanks to Jose. Look at that. Look at that. Making 436% gains. He's learning from other people in the group. And that's what I'm talking about, man. My crypto mix, all pumping in green. Everything. And that's all you need. Look, Kyber, Maker, Uniswap, Aave, Synthetics, Chainlink, Polkadot, IOTA, Cardano. Like he's got a great little group there. You know? Doing amazing, right? Watch BLZ and Alpha. Ren is also in flying mode. We're talking about Ren here. Pret Singh. Shout out to Pret coming up in the mix. I wanted to show you guys this. Total amount of Bitcoin transfer from Coinbase Pro wallets. 15,000 outflow total on February 5th on Crypto Quant. So what does that mean? That means that 15,000 Bitcoins left the exchange today. That's going to send the price up, 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 up. It really is. I'll take Nano BSD for you. Let's take a look. It's really Nano USDT. It doesn't matter, man. You know? Like you just want to go to the biggest. I would rather go to the biggest. I don't think there is BUSD for Nano, honestly. Maybe there is. Let's check. Let's check one more time. But I don't think so. I got Nano on the USD. Yeah, we have Nano as one of the calls in the channel. It's sitting in the Crypto Lifer calls. Right here, look. If you go to my calls here on the channel, Nano's in here somewhere. There it is right there. Oh, no, that's NIO. Nano right here. We gave it earlier at about 365, right? That is a call. 360, 365, the buy zone. Even down to 320. So my buy zone's 320 to 380. You get in that area. And that's why these are bigger trades with bigger ideas in mind. You know, longer holds, more gains. This is a daily chart. We're about to rip. Everything looks nice. Stochastics pointed to the upside. Kind of a double bottom here on the MACD, losing its bearish momentum. We talked about how the price is moving down while the volume is moving down. Lack of sell pressure, lack of sell volume. That tells you that move does not want to be sustained. Okay? So we could see big movements for Nano. Okay? Check REC. REQBEC. Is that like Requiem? I think they call it, right? REC. BTC. Right? I'd rather, because of the fee. You think BUSD has less fees? That's what you're saying. Interesting. Check REC BTC. Okay. The Request Network. Yeah, this is looking good. I mean, it had a big pump though. I don't like these pumps like that. Scary wicks, right? But yeah, it pumped up. It's just getting overbought on the daily. Look, it's getting extended. Yeah, it's a chance it could get back all up to this all-time high here, but then I think that's all the fire it can brew, right? It's very high here. Let's check out the 3-day. 3 days extremely overbought here on the stochastics RSI. Still has some room to move on the MACD, but I feel like this is going to reset. So it's doing good right now, and it is in the dumps. You're playing from a position of strength, definitely to buy in at 140 sats. Looks like you can get some gains out of this. REC. It's at the bottom of the barrel. It's the lowest it's ever been against Bitcoin. So, you know, and it's starting to make a move. I don't know. Not my trading style right now, but I think, yeah, it's worth looking at if you want to get to if you want to snatch those bottoms. I mean, like, you could have snatched 1 inch yesterday and not even looked at that, right? And just bend with the group, bend with the moving. You want to, as fun as it is to find like something in the bottom that's just kind of like, oh, I can get it on the low. It's cool. But, you know, in a bull run, you want to just move with the movers, you know. Ban, in my opinion, isn't doing enough. Like, I can't believe I'm saying that, but, you know, maybe it just hasn't really broken out yet. Look, it's in this cup and handle on the 3-day, and it still has room to go. It's pointed up, stochastic, so the band looking extremely bullish. Look for band, get to 1641. So, like, you could even jump on band now. Might be better than getting into REQ. Just, you know, these are just suggestions, ideas, you know. Not saying I'm always right all the time. Look at GRT up at 94. I knew Graph was going to be a hot coin to hold, man. I sold it at 83. I was hoping to get back in. And, you know, I put like 250 in Graph. It turned into about $1,000. So I 4X'd on it. But then I was like, all right, you know, let me take some gains, right? Dude, it was the dumbest thing to take gains right now. I'm telling you right now. I tried it one time, and look, I got burned. I tried it one time on one coin. Better off just holding and letting these things rip to the rip side. Like, this is going all the way up to 109, right? 94 for GRT, Graph. So this thing is ripping. Look, cup and handle broke out, then formed another bull flag, and it's breaking to the upside. Still hasn't hit the potential target of the cup and handle. Okay? And they'll both kind of meet at the end about 108, 109, 110 area. Thanks for the wave, Lifer. Steve in Bangkok, man. What's going on, my friend? How you doing? Hope everybody's doing great. You kept talking for it. Waves, baby, waves. Waves, sand, ocean, sand, ocean, and waves. I talked about them. I said those are going to be my holds from January into February. Sand, ocean, and waves. Sand, ocean, and waves. I said Theta is about to explode yesterday. I said watch Theta. Theta is in a consolidated movement that it's been in for a long time. And once Theta rips, it's going to rip big. Like, it's not just going to rip a little bit. Like, you're going to see Theta go from 245. My target up here is 376, and I think that's small. Because once Theta starts to go, Theta rips. You can go to theta.tv right now and actually look at their working product. So Theta is unreal. Theta is in a beautiful spot. It's very similar to Nano, Theta and Nano, and Ziliqua. Don't forget about Ziliqua. Let's take a look at waves. See what's going on with my waves, baby waves. Yeah, waves 815, exploding. Talk about waves a lot. It was consolidating very similar to Theta. Inverted head and shoulder, shoulder, inverted complex head and shoulder, about to break to the upside in the move. So, yeah, man, so much to talk about, so much to see here today in the crypto space. If you're not in crypto, I don't know where you are. I don't know what you're doing, because this is probably the most exciting things I've ever seen. Yeah. But yeah, man, waves, baby, waves. And this is just starting, you know, and especially that it broke this resistance here. That's a big deal for me. I wanted to see it break above that $8 level. And now we're up. We went all the way up to where? About 856. And we got sold off a little bit already on a wick there. But we're starting to flag. Look for this to flag out on the 4 hour, you know, because right now the 4 hour is high. So the stochastics need to reset. So hopefully this flags out while the stochastics reset. And your next entry will be at the bottom of this pattern. Whenever you can get touches, the price goes down there, snatch it. Price comes down there, snatch it. Hopefully it forms a double bottom and it breaks up out of the bull flag. That's what we're going to be looking for in projection wise. And then we're going to make a move right in here. You can add to the position at that time. Waves, sand, ocean, and waves. Let's take a look at it. Ocean. I talk about ocean all the time. I gave you guys the ocean call. If you took ocean, I hope you did. Unbelievable. Went all the way up to 78. Look at that. My target for ocean, it hasn't hit the sell zone yet. It's about to hit it. You could be preemptive. Take a nibbled off, but it's going about to 83 from 77 cents in this giant cup and handle. Giant double bottom. It was running out of room. You could see it was getting really tight. I gave you the buy zone, stop loss, and the sell zone. It's that simple in a bull run, guys. It's like clockwork. It's like clockwork in a bull run, and you just keep moving. And ocean hasn't really moved in a long time. It's been playing some games, doing its thing. So I think now it's in all-time highs. Look at that. It's reached price discovery. Everything is in price discovery. Like every other minute, there's something else in price discovery. It's unbelievable, right? Orchid. I like Orchid. Orchid loves to pump. pumped up to 48. It's going to continue to make a pump. Look at this. This was in a giant double bottom as well. I see Orchid making its way up like this, something like that, on its way to the top, man. So Orchid, and I also like what Orchid is. Penn hitting my target today. Big news for Penn, hitting my target at 122. I've been talking about this move for months, man, since I first talked about getting people in around 54. Penn Gaming. We talked about getting in here in this bull pennant. This little bull pennant was the first time I started looking at Penn Gaming, and I gave you guys a call for Penn Gaming there. My call was to hold it to about this level, and then 122 was my next target. We hit it today, 127 for Penn Gaming. Another call on the channel that played out. If you were patient and you made it work, you know, unbelievable though. I'm just in shock. I'm in awe today. I'm in awe of the crypto market, but I knew where we were going. Buying all SNX. Yo, man, I just went in on SNX. Free 1400. They passed the stimulus too. So stimulus is passed. Let's see right now. 1400 stimulus check updates today. When could the third payment be passed? Senate passes motion to progress Biden's 1.9 trillion stimulus. Democrats kick off the process towards passing 1.9 relief. 7 minutes ago, though, 1400 stimulus check updates today. When could the third payment be passed? Eligibility and who will get it. The Senate adopts a budget resolution which will allow 1.9 trillion stimulus bill to be passed. Dude, that's shady. Trillions of dollars is going to lower that. Your $1,400 stimulus is going to become like $1,000 in overnight. Biden intent on passing 1,400 stimulus checks as part of his American Rescue Plan. Group of 50 House Democrats call on Biden to consider recurring 2,000 stimulus checks. Interesting. Reports that Biden is willing to alter eligibility requirements to pass stimulus checks. Adult dependents could be entitled to $2,000 stimulus checks, 1,400 plus 600 as retroactive payments. Proposal could see child tax credit max entitlement raised to $3,600 per dependent in the stimulus plan. So that'd be pretty good too. So you'll get 70. I have 2 kids. I'll get $7,200 off on the taxes, and I'll get maybe more money on the stimulus, right? So we win-win in 2 occasions. Super excited for the Super Bowl this weekend, man. Something to kind of dream about, think about. I don't know, man. I know it's brainwashed and it's all something, but you know what? Sometimes it's nice to get your mind off of the coins and the math and what we do for a living every single day, right? Let's take a look at Qdom. Reef. I like Reef, man. Been holding my Reef strong that I farmed. Farmed like 10,000, 13,000 Reef, something like that. Holding it, doing my thing with it. And I'm going to hold it through the bull run, see what happens to it, you know? It's crazy what you can do with a few $100s in the bull market if you keep moving it around and you do the right thing. You know, I was born and raised in Boston. I love Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes' foot is a little weak right now. He also is missing his favorite right tackle. You know, Brady is on the move. Look for Antonio Brown to possibly get in that game. Brady has been in this position 10 times, right? This will be his 10th Super Bowl of his life. So I just I can only imagine what could occur. But yeah, I mean, I'm bullish for Brady, man. I'm bullish for Brady. I love Mahomes, though. What a nice guy. What a nice character. Watching him, listening to him talk, like, how could you not like Patrick Mahomes? I'll be honest. So I'll be happy whoever wins, you know. It was nice to see the old man school the young buck, you know. But it's going to be an amazing game, right? 2 of the greatest quarterbacks in history. Brady in his home field at Tampa Bay Stadium. And then you also have 2 quarterbacks that both have won the Super Bowl in the last 2 years. We've never seen anything like this. So let's go with Tampa Bay, man. I'm a huge Tampa Bay. Yeah. Let's go. Let's rack it up. I'm pissed I didn't get back into sand here on the low at the 775. There was bullish divergence that was established. We're also low on the stochastics RSI on the 4-hour. It's an indication to buy. Last 25% of the pattern, low on the Stokes, and the pink was curving with the blue line. This is the position. This is what I teach guys in my tutoring sessions. I teach you how to establish beautiful buys. And then what you do is once you establish this in the 4-hour, you're going to go to the 1-hour and you're going to start looking at what's going on. Okay? And if you can swing low to swing low like this, but you swing up to swing up on the regular RSI, and that's why I mainly keep the RSI now for divergences. It's not as good for divergences here as in the stochastics. Stochastics will help you make moves though. Stochastics is stronger than the MACD. When the stochastics is high, it's going to tell you something. It's going to tell you something. This is pointing down now. Sand booming all the way back up. Remember I said sand, ocean, and waves? Sand, ocean, and waves? When I was talking about sand, sand was right here. Sand was right here at the bottom of this bowl. And I actually, 4 days after I said this is going to be probably the biggest trade of my week, sand exploded and did some amazing things. So sand, ocean, and waves, man. Sand, ocean, and waves. Sand just did basically a double up again. Went from 7.5 all the way up to 14.5. So sand just did 100%. 100%. And what I love about this little calculator ruler is you're going to find out how high it went and how long it took. 4 days. 4 days to make 77% gains out of sand. So shout out to anyone who keeps buying into sand. I love me some SNX. Let's talk about SNX. It's doing a breakout with a retest, and now it did a retest. That's a retest. Okay? That's also a bit of a like support and resistance flip off of this line in a way. It didn't get really close, but wow, SNX. Where's my target for SNX? We're going up to $24, $25 for SNX. We started getting into SNX at $8, $10. So shout out to anyone who took my calls in SNX. We bring it up all the time. I talk about it almost every single day on the channel. It's one of my biggest holdings, one of my babies. SNX, baby. SNX. Yeah. Doing amazing things. I even have just a small trade on SNX right now. Up $211, 28% gains on $741. Like, just ooh-wee, ooh-wee. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. SNX, man. Unbelievable. I'm still in shock today, man. What a great day. Ethereum 1739 and pushing. Let's talk about Ethereum. Let's go over total and total too. Let's go over Bitcoin dominance. I skipped over that today in my exuberance. Apologize for that. Let me look at the chat for a second. Haven't seen the chat in a second. Let me see what's going on with you guys. I want to interact with you guys on a more intimate level. Anyone here who really needs something they're in, wants to understand something? Is there any beginners in here who want to learn? I used to do more tutoring on the live stream. I realized I've been more of a news-based, call-based situation. But yeah, anyone else wants to go over some tickers, wants to talk, I really want to make sure we're interacting with the group. Month ago, this live stream seemed to be more interactive. I seem to have more, I don't know, more traction with my subscribers. I want to get that back. I want to make sure we're touching, we're connecting. It's super important to me, and I can feel it. I'm such a sensitive being. I know when we're close and when we're not, or what's going on with the movement of the channel. And yeah, I'm just reaching out to you guys saying, let's keep it moving. Be more interactive. Feel free to please comment. Get your fingers moving on those keys. Get your blood flowing. Become part of the show by interacting with me. Talk with me. I'll talk with you, and we can go. What's up with VeChain and DOT? It's a great question. That's a great question. Let's take a look at VeChain and DOT. Right after we look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance continuing to fall to the downside. This is a great sign. Look at this. And it still has room to go a little bit on the stochastics. It could double bottom here on that 4 hour. Watch out for that daily, though. That daily really does want to reset. But look, it came up again, and there's just a lack of momentum to the bull side. This could continue to collapse. Yeah. Our next target is 57. I mean, we go to 57, these alts are going to fly. Like, this flies down even a little more. You're going to see some gains in alts like you would never have believed. We talk about Cake. Cake fell down to 209, 210. I gobbled it up without even thinking about it. 209, I got it back into Cake, and boom, we're already up another damn near 50%, almost 70% on 2. I guess 30%, but Cake doing its thing. Now it's starting to flag out. Now Cake is flagging on the 4 hour. Let's see, look at it. Yeah, it's doing a beautiful flag with that inverted head and shoulder. Cup and handle. They just keep forming the same patterns. Look, 1 hour cup and handle. Look at it. It's nuts. We're going to get into VeChain and DOT right now in a second from XRP Muser, though. Cup. Side handle, possibly. I'm just, you know, you tell me. Am I crazy, or is that a cup and handle? You tell me what's going on. Cake. We were saying this is going to be $3 a coin. I never thought it would be a $3 a coin this fast. Cake 360 and moving out of the cup and handle and forming this beautiful bull flag. You could say it was in this bull flag right now, actually. Look, and it already broke out. This is why smaller time frames really, and you only need really the 1 hour at this point. That gives me another target for Cake right up here. And see how we just made this move? See how we did all that? We made it. We did it. And we bounced off the 200-day moving average. That's another place where you want to get it down. I want to keep bringing this up to you. Put down your moving averages. I use the 21, the 50, the 80, the 100, and the 200. All 5 in conjunction. Okay? All 5 in conjunction. BNB coin at 60. My target's up here at 64. Started buying BNB coin around 30. $40 using it. Yeah, let's touch. Wow. He wants to touch. Interesting. Your streams are excellent. You are on point. What's up with VeChain and DOT? Let's take a look at those. Man. We killed this market. We destroyed it. We ate it up. We spit it out. We took it for what it had. We took everything, man. VeChain doing its thing. Starting to flag. Finally breaking out of resistance that it's been in since it kind of started to fall down here on January 6th. So VeChain had its beautiful pump, kind of a little earlier than others. Came back down for that dump, 1.9. Got bought back up to a new all-time high at 3.5 cents. Sold back down. Started to form this new channel. Let's take a look here. Bit of a double bottom too, guys. You see that? Bit of a double bottom forming. Double bottom there. Bit of a cup, right? Cupping out, doing its thing. Let's take a look at what's going on with VeChain. And this is what I want to teach you guys. Like, I want to teach you guys to be just like this. To be able to look at price action and just begin to build the story and find the patterns. Have your mind be active. Look, we're wedging up. So now I can say, hey, this is an easy, this is a pretty simple call for a trader. VeChain, if I tell my friend, hey, man, you got 100 grand. I know how you could make, a quick double up real fast. It's VeChain. It's right there. It's coiling up. It's ready to blast off. VeChain wants to move. And you can see it hasn't been doing unbelievable things. It's been kind of going sideways for the last month. Straight for a whole month. It's consolidated. That's what you're looking for. It's really what you're looking for. And now, look, we're going to get one of these. If it hasn't already started to break up, it's going to coil. It's going to get really tight in here. Break up. Hope we get the retest and the break to the upside. So there's my prediction for VeChain. Let me show you what you could possibly gain out of that move. 68% gains for VeChain. Have VeChain paying my rent for the next few weeks, right? So if you put 2-3 grand in VeChain right now, what do you think is going to happen in the next 2-3 weeks? And you could just play it nice and calm, man. 2-3 grand turning into make a quick 1,800, get out. Rinse and repeat, man. Rinse and repeat. I talked about Unify. I said it follows Uni. I brought it up numerous times on this channel. Cup and handle, blasted off right there. Look, cup and handle. Formed another cup and handle now. Now it's forming a flag. And this is actually a cup and handle as well. And it's insane how many, they just keep recreating these cup and handles. Very similar thing we just saw, right? And Unify likes to follow Uni, man. And look at the upswing that it's on, man. And it hasn't even gotten to its all-time high yet and boomed up like Uni did. It's in a giant cup. Look at this cup. With multiple handle. That's like the triple handle. Remember we were talking about how there's multiple handles? Cake did that. Just did that. See, I got a photographic memory. I can remember showing you Just with the double handle. Hopefully I didn't erase my work. Let me go. Oh, no, Sun. It was Sun that I showed you. I knew it was Justin Sun's coin. So let me go to Sun. Look, double handle on Sun. See it? This is what I'm talking about. Cup, handle. And, this I just wanted to bring that up again to kind of show you. This is a pattern I see reoccurring all the time. SXP doing its thing. I was talking about possibly taking target, a little bit of profit here at 179. But, dude, taking profit seems to be the worst move in the planet right now. Could kind of actually get you depressed, right? Like, every time you go to take profit, you wake up and realize that you made a bad move and you should have stayed in the trade. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Superload's going to be fire. It really is, man. It really is. And shout out to all the workers that they have going there and all that. It's going to be an amazing, amazing time. I'm super, super excited for the Super Bowl, guys. I'm excited for this weekend. It's going to be fun, man. We talked about Wall Chain. I like Wall Chain. Okay, doing its thing. Touching that moving average. Look at the 1 hour. Very oversold. Do need to reset on that 4 hours. You can just wait for the 4 hour to curve back down. Let's look at that daily. Daily's a little expended too, so Wall Chain I would stay away from for now. Just for now. But we'll get back to it in maybe a couple days to a week. You talked about DOT. What's up with DOT? I mean, DOT just doing beautiful. Thing is, a lot of people had to buy DOT to run the parachains. So if you wanted to really be a boss in the Polkadot ecosystem as a company, as someone who was contributing, you needed to own a lot of DOT. So what happened is people knew that, and they started buying some DOT when they wanted to get in. They're like, okay, we're gonna need DOT. And then once the price started going up, they're like, damn, we're gonna have to pay more for this DOT each day. And That created a frenzy between the buyers. That also then was also speculators like me watching DOT from the outside, knowing that DOT was hot and one of the biggest projects in the game. So with that being said, there's just so much bullish momentum with DOT. Look, about to have the MACD cross, just happened. Still room in the stochastics RSI to go up. DOT's looking extremely bullish at the very moment. Extremely bullish. Broke out of this pennant. It's close to the 21-day moving average on the daily, so it's not extended. It's actually so healthy right now, it's unbelievable. So healthy. Let me give you your target for DOT. Polkadot. I would love them to rebrand. They said they were going to rebrand soon. I was so excited to see that. I thought we were going to see that already. Did anyone watch the interview last night with the CEO from Bondly? Unbelievable. Brandon, what a nice guy. What an interesting person. What an amazing mind to see grow. Like these people are so beautiful and creative. And you have to be such an amazing individual to be in the space. KNC did 50% last night. Yeah, man, everything is ripping, man. Absolutely ripping. Look, this will be 60% DOT. So watch Polkadot, man. I know it's already pumped a lot and people think it's up, but look, it's not really parabolic like a lot of other coins on the daily. Could be far more extended. So Polkadot, baby, doing its thing. And it's funny, this Polkadot move gave us the sand call because we saw how much sand looked like Polkadot. And if you guys remember those little things, those nuances, but they all stick with me as we move through this because it's how we learn, it's how we grow, it's how we keep pushing forward. So unbelievable, man. We talked about Polkadot for a long time on the channel. It was one of the first videos I ever made outside of the live stream content, right? It boomed up for me. It did really, really well. 100x twice in 2 days. This guy's insane. The crypto millionaire, man. Crypto lifestyle. Like, how does he do this, man? How does he do this? Anyway, we will 100x, trust me, but he seems to do it super fast. Ethereum all-time high, altcoin super cycle. I do think we're getting into a super cycle. I'll be honest. Something is gonna brew. We're just beginning in these altcoins. People are just learning about them, and me and you guys, we've been stacking since way, way earlier. People are just starting to find out what they are. We're having people like Soldier Boy tweet about Dogecoin. Unbelievable. Look at these giant candles in DeFi. EGLD, right? Look, Engine just popped. We were just talking about Engine. It just popped. Yo, everything is about to blast off right now. Yeah, I looked at ZRX last night. Unbelievable. Icon is a sleeper right now. Icon on the low. That's a possible head and shoulder pattern. So I have to admit, shoulder, head, shoulder doesn't look good to me. But honestly, I don't think it matters anymore. I don't think we even have to worry about bearishness at this point. Look, we stream like this. Up, down, up, down. Where do you think we're going to go? And look, on the daily, we're low on the Stokes, about to point out, and we have a MACD cross coming. So Icon, nice little pickup, and then it could maybe break away out of this rising wedge, or kind of it's in that megaphone. But that sends me to the top of the pattern. 26% gains for Icon still occurring. So watch Icon doing its thing. Doesn't have the greatest pattern, but still doing its thing. And we could also do this too. Throw it in a pennant of types. And that's why you come here, man. I never stick you in one box. I never force you into a zone. But look at Icon. Yeah, running out of room on the 4 hour. I mean, this thing's about to explode. Now that we really see how we like looked at it at first, we thought we saw what we saw, but then when I really did a deep dive, I started to build a bigger picture. And this is what I call doing the work. This is what I call doing the work, okay? Putting in that work. All right? Not waiting for some pump group to give you a sign, not paying $50 a month to be in some group so someone can tell you when to buy and sell your coins. I'm going to show you how to do it. You take one session with me for $100. I swear to God. I shouldn't say that. But what I mean is you take one session with me for $100. You will have so much more knowledge. You will be able to make such better trades because you're going to have a better understanding of what you're doing. You're going to have, and you're also going to have a system that someone else is using all the time. And if you see something in the system or something's not going the way you want, you can always reach out to anybody in the group. Now look, double bottom. And I tell you guys, buy the bottoms of these patterns on the divergence. I go over this all the time. And then you'd be like, what is divergence? Well, that's when you have a difference in an oscillator and price action, okay? So you want to go back to like the 1 hour. You want to go back to this circle. And you want to swing low to swing low, right? What happens here on the RSI though? It swings up. This tells you that I can get into this position here because look, swing up, swing down, Bullish divergence establishes the bottom of the pattern. Now we have another one right here. Usually the second line doesn't have to show the bullish divergence. Usually this one, this is just a touch. Now we're forming a bit of a flag too. So now we can go to the 15 minute and see how bullish we are. And we're even more bullish in this flag. And now I'm building you the story for ICX. And now I know that I can basically, tell a family or friend, say, hey, I think you need some quick cash. And again, don't do anything I do on this channel. This is all for entertainment purposes only. Nothing I do here should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own research. And every trade you make is your own. Remember that. Wow. Shout out to Jordan Boo. We got a new subscriber during the live stream. That was so cool, man. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button, man. That's amazing. ICX, though, on the 15-minute, looking hot to trot. Look at that daily. The daily's ready to rock, right? So watch ICX, man. I'm actually going to make a call for it right now on the channel. So watch what we're going to do here. And look how we turned this green candle into a bull flag. See? You didn't have any idea what was going on in this green candle, but I brought you to the 30 and the 15-minute, and I showed you what was going on. And this is the type of things you're going to learn if you go and take a tutoring session with me. You're going to be sharper. You're going to be wiser. You're going to be quicker. You're going to be able to make more money. It's just that simple, guys. This bull run is going to be like taking candy from a baby. As you can already see, it is like taking candy from a baby. There will be a pullback at one point. It's straight euphoria right now. People are just like, but we see that the entire space is blowing up unbelievably well. IOST up today. Everything is up today. You name it. You name it. You name it. So look, this is how I make these calls. This is how I make these calls. This is going to go right into the group. Another call. But here's your buy zone. I would consider buying anything between the 75 area and this 85 area. Beautiful buy zone. That way you catch the beginning of the breakout. Even right now might be a nice chance. We are cooling up. Almost no need for a stop loss in a bull run, but I'll put it anyway to protect you. That way you don't lose everything. This may be you have to remember, there's people, this may be their first trade of their entire life. You have to treat everybody as if it's their first, so you can be the best. And that's, as a crypto lifer, that's what we have to do. We're here to help people all the time, right? This is the idea. So there's my buy zone, right? There's my stop loss. Okay. We're going to clone this guy. We're going to throw it up here and give you your sell zone. I'll make it a little wider for the beginners in case they want to get out a little early and be happy with their profits. And there you go, man. And now what we're going to do is we're going to send that in to the group. And you can see, look, I'll also start giving out some indicators here. Stochastics are low, ready to go up. Right? That's a great sign. MACD, lack of bearish momentum. Okay. MACD, lack of bearish momentum. Look for a bullish cross. These are beautiful signs. This is what you look for. As a trader, I buy the last 25% of the pattern. I buy the bottom of the pattern. If we've missed the bottom of the pattern, it's okay as long as we're coiled up to the last 10% of the pattern. Then you're okay because there's really not much more room for it to go. Okay? And there you go. Stock market is so boring right now, man. We're kind of done with it. We'll go over a few tickers, but I'm like all crypto at this point, man. I'll go over a few stock tickers, but I'm done with that stock market after GameStop and all that nonsense. It's just not my bag, man. ICX, another call in the group and charts. Okay, so we're giving you constant calls here, guys. Gave you algo last night, 10 hours, you made 10%, right? This is about to boom, 70% BZLD. Give you another call here on ICX, Theta. It just keeps coming in. Let's take a look at Fluent. Let's take a look at some stock market stuff, but we're not gonna. There's so many coins coming out right now, and there's 100x coming on. Like, people are 100xing overnight. Stock market's not doing that. It's maybe 5xing overnight. That's okay. But we 100x overnight here in crypto world. Like, there's even more gains. Even with the people trading options, I know, but they can lose their entire position. Here we have stop losses, and we're still going up 100%. Pre-sales on Uniswap are easily outperforming the stock market. I can show you hands down statistical analysis on that. Let's take a look at what's going on right now on Fluent, man, my baby. I love me some Fluent. And actually, let's take a look at FCX because I'm in the FCX world right now. At 31, FCX doing great, man. Look, it formed that inverted head and shoulder we talked about on the 4-hour, right? Said it was going to kind of go up. Here's my target for it up here at about 35. Looks like it's going to continue. What we want to see is it break back into this pattern. So we'll extend this pattern. We want to see it break back in. And then we could say it's a bull flag, just like it never left the bull flag, and continue to on its way up, forming a rising wedge even. But yeah, I have another bigger target here at 40. I would be taking some profits when I get there. Let's take a look at that daily. Daily ready to go, though, with the MACD cross. So everything's going your way for SCX. No reason to get out of it. I've called Fluent going up to 8. I clearly said, even at a dinner last weekend, I cheered everybody. I said, shout out to Fluent. You guys are going to $8. It was clear to me by the chart. Look, this is simple TA. My friends don't believe it. They think, how can you do this? How do you know where a stock is going based on just what's on the screen? And I tell them that it's a self-fulfilling prophecy because there's so many traders doing this for a living. There's enough people doing this for a living. And so we are actually using TA, and TA becomes the chicken and the egg, right? So there, you have a head, a shoulder, a right shoulder. That's a clear inverted head and shoulder pattern, right, for Fluent. It was so obvious, right? So you just draw a line down here, swing it over here. That gives you your next target for Fluent at 770. I had been doing work on Fluent for months. Down here, when Fluent is at .245, I found what's called hidden bullish divergence. That is a swing up in price, right? But a swing down. If we do it here, look, if I take the same angle, that was this, and you have to line it up exactly on the same point. That is a swing down. That's a swing up, right? Even all the way to there. That was called hidden bullish divergence. Tells me that the trend will continue. And I told family and friends and people I knew that at 220 was a beautiful buy for Fluent to get into Fluent. It was an obvious call for me based off the TA. It was simple. We also talk about how we form bulls. You guys see me making the bulls all the time on cryptocurrency every day. Look, Fluent was in a bull. What happens when we're in a bull? It was also in a giant double bottom. This looked just like a lot of the cryptos that we were seeing. Fluent actually acting very similar to a lot of the cryptos that we've been talking about. And Fluent going all the way up. What a big candle today for Fluent. So Fluent seems to be coinciding with the crypto market. Very interesting. Up 18% today. Maybe the younger traders are into Fluent. The younger generation. I am sick over missing that dinner last week. Yeah, why did you miss the dinner, man? I couldn't understand why you weren't there. You said you were sick and I believed you, but then you were saying other stuff. We won't talk about it here, obviously, but like I was a little bummed, man. I'll be honest. I drove all the way and I didn't see you. Didn't get my big mo hug. But it's okay, man. We love you. We love you. Can you check out Link and Uni? Yeah, of course we can. We can. But wow, Fluent doing unbelievable, man. And it's, I have a call up there. All the way up there at $8. How did I get to it? How did I make it? It was just cup and handle action, forming this flag. This inverted head and shoulder inside of a flag. We're seeing this a lot lately. A lot. It gives you a bigger bull target. We swing it out. Now I'm going hard. Fluent to 10, man. And now what we do is we go to a bigger time frame, like the 3-day, and you start looking at, look, we just broke a huge high, local high at 746. We came close, got rejected. Oh, we just got a huge sell-off. Look at that. We were just at 7. Got a little bit of a sell-off there. 687, though. We need to break this level here. We break this level, and look, we gap up really fast to about, there's a little bit of resistance here, but yeah, that's why my next point is 1044. See that? We have a little bit of resistance here at 859, a tiny little smidgen, and then we're going to break through that. So yeah, as long as Fluent can break above 750, it's ripping back to $10. So shout out to my boys. Shout out to my families and friends, anyone who took these calls. And yeah, man, Fluent doing great. Starting to make its way. It's in a giant bull, actually, too. Look at this. It's in a giant bull on the 3-day. And that means that it has an even bigger potential for it to kind of go all the way up the parabola, back up to 15. This is in performance marketing, technological services and performance marketing, data processing service. So look for them to continue to grow as remote work and things of that nature tend to grow. They're only going to take a bigger market share. FLNT, man, doing their thing. I cannot be so grateful to be here with you guys. Kudos to Joe for hooking me up with the lifers. Thank you so much, Oz, man. I really appreciate that. That means the world to me. And shout out to Joe for bringing you on in. I appreciate that. How come my trading view pops out to trade station when I try to adjust the chart time frame? I don't know, man. It's because I am not using the pro version. I don't know. Even when I used the other version, I never had that issue. Honestly, I didn't. So I don't understand. I've never seen it. I'd have to like maybe screen share with you and take a look. Okay, Jesse asked for Uni and Link. I don't even have to talk. They're going up, Jesse. That's it. No, I'm just messing with 608 for 1 inch, man. Look, it's like in a straight line on the 3-day. Look at that. If you look at it on the 3-day, this is like the greatest investment on earth. Look at it. You were never down more than 3 days. There's a couple 6 days right there and a 3-day period. So in a total, 1, 6, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 days in total you were down in this. Oh my God. Let's take a look at Link and Uni, and then we'll take a look at XRP. ZRX up 100% on the day. Yeah, ZRX, I mean, only a matter of time it's going to break. I think we talked about it the other day on the channel, like 6 or 7 days ago. Look at that candle, though. Jesus. And that's like that. I mean, these candles are getting out of control. Like, opened at 168. The high was 199. $2 from 62 cents. Yeah, wait. It opened at 68 cents. The high was 199. Yeah, it did a 300% in the last 3 days. 195% gains in 3 days. Jeez Louise, man. And that's small time, man. Like, we're missing out on pre-sales and other things that are going on in the market, right? Wing doing its thing. This whole market is exploding. I talked about Wax for a while. I really like Wax. Has something to do with video games as well. Forming a bit of a double bottom here on the 3-day. Look at that. Wax USD. Only a matter of time. This might be a nice accumulation here. Hasn't popped yet. Just put that on your radar. Wax, baby, Wax. One of the first coins I was talking about a while back. Waves continuing to rip up to 834 and doing its thing. Oh my God, Uni. Why do you do this to me, Uni? Look at this. Anything that has the name DeFi on it, out of control. And you know why? The millennials found out that centralization was the reason why we all got screwed by GameStop. And they learned that they can stop you from trading, but not here in crypto. It's 24 hours, man. 24 hours. The stock market wouldn't be able to breathe if it was 24 hours a day. They wouldn't be able to handle it. The regulations, the people, they wouldn't be able to handle it. Here in crypto, the 4-hour looks really good on the Uni, though. Boom, boom, boom. But watch that daily, right? Starting to get extremely overbought, but still room to go on the Stokes. The Stokes will point back up. I feel like Uni's going to get to $30 before we have a bigger pullback back to like 25, 30. We are getting far away from the 21-day moving average. Remind yourself of that. Start understanding the signs of a pullback, right? Even if you sell a little early and it pops, it should come back down and you should be okay. But we're looking at Uni on the 4-hour and it says it wants to rip. So Uni wants to rip on the 4-hour with the stochastics pointing up and the MACD doing its thing. And yeah, I have a target for Uni here at $29. So look for Uni to go up almost about 50%, breaking out of this rising wedge. Parabolic city for Uni. So let's take a look at Link. There's just too much going on, man. It's insane. Parsec finally popping back up. Watch Parsec. I'm telling you, it's hot to trot. Looks a lot like Theta. Looks a lot like Zilliqua. Boomed up, went sideways, about to break to the upside. And you know I'm going to talk about my baby YFDI today. You know YFDI is absolutely out of control. Only 21,000 coins. When people realize that there's only so many coins you can have of YFDI, people are going to dollar cost average. They're going to start buying it up. Uni hitting 26 now, like right as we talked. Like, oh no, Link. Sorry. Isn't that funny? Link and Uni around the same price now. Who would have thought? So I had this projection. Does Link kind of get rejected here? Why was I thinking that? Well, let's see. Well, the daily was extended. But look, that's why I'm trying to say, man, the pullbacks are fast and far between, man. They're just not happening. Like, just not. Like, look at this flag for Link. Link's about to go up. Look, on the daily, it has room to go on the Stokes, and it's getting a MACD cross right now. Link is a screaming buy. Look for Link to go all the way up to about $34 a coin. So I'm still bullish on Link. This is a cycle of cycles, I'll be honest. It's substantial because it's moving, but you can see that there's a lack of bearish momentum here. There's no sellers in the game anymore. It's all about who's coming in. We're getting new blood every single moment of the day coming into the space, right? Look at the green here. LRC up 27%. LSK, right? Litecoin 155. Like, I don't care what you're in. LTO we talk about a lot. LTO in this slide, cup, and handle. I have a target for LTO up here at about 32, going 44.4% gains. Okay. Now let's look at total and total too. We talk about that all the time. I gave you that Rose call. Whatever happened to Rose, baby? Makes me look like the greatest trader on earth. Like, every single chart I post goes up. This guy's unbelievable. I've never met a better trader in my life. But honestly, it came from being here. It came from the fundamentals. I get to reap these rewards because I was here when it all started. Cup and handle for Rose. Starting to form a flag out of the handle. Look for Rose to continue up, to go all the way up to 8.7. No reason why it should stop. Daily looks great. Okay. SNX 2190. SNX, man, you could do better. You could do better. Got sold off at 22.79, but come on, SNX, do your thing. Let's see the 1 hour. Are you forming a flag? What are you doing? Okay, retest. Bouncing back up. A little bit of an inverted head and shoulder possibly. I like what I'm seeing right now on that 1 hour for SNX. Let's take a look at that daily. Daily just had a MACD cross and has room to go. SNX should get all the way up to the target and some. I actually want to extend this target and go extremely bullish. In a regular scenario, I'll go to here. In a very bullish scenario, I swing the target out a little bigger because I'm telling you, I know it. I see these things occur. Don't shortchange yourself. $32.33 and 43 cents for SNX, man, doing its thing. Let's take a look at total and total too, like we do every day. But today we did not. We skipped it. Just so much euphoria going on. And you can see, man, I called this for you guys. I said we had a daily cross on the total market cap, right? I said it looks like we're going up to the upside. Looks like Bitcoin's going to go up. Looks like all the coins are going to go up. I said it looks like we're going to go to $1.4 trillion, up to $1.5 trillion, on our way to that $2 trillion mark. This market cap, I think, is going to end somewhere in the 3 to 5, maybe even $8 trillion when we're done with this bull run. I can't even imagine where we're going to go. I don't even think any of us really truly believe how much money we're going to make when this is all said and done. We have no clue yet. We have no clue, but our brains can't even fathom the amount of wealth that is going to be swung back and forth. Now, look at the daily here, getting a little overextended on the crypto total market cap, excluding Bitcoin. So we're seeing the altcoins getting a little extended. They could still go up. I think they're going to hit the target at 545 billion before they pull back. But, you know, just keep watching this on the daily. And, you know, we have a little room to go, but we're getting kind of close. We've had a nice run up. We came all the way from 313 billion, and now we've already kind of went all the way to 450. We made a 50% gain on the total market cap. So, yeah, but yo, I had you guys at hello. I had you at this pull up. I said this would be a good time to start loading into alts. I said this numerous times. Okay, this is why you join my channel. This is why you're here with me every single day. Okay, we're gonna take a look here. At certain times I just get real, like, I kind of make a diary of this, and I say to you guys certain things, and I say, I know you all think I'm nuts, and this was on, I'm writing this on January 22nd, right? So we're talking about, I don't know, 9 days to the 31st, and this is 2 weeks ago. I know you all think I'm nuts, but Bitcoin to 55K. I'm going to put my reputation on the line here and now. We are not bearish. Alts are about to explode. You can listen to me and load up, as I suggested last night, and go all over the internet and make your own assumptions. I will say it here and now. It is highly unlikely Bitcoin breaks 30K. The weekly Bitcoin dominance is about to crash. All coins are going to explode as we move into February. I'm giving you years of knowledge of how to change your trading style depending on the cycle at hand. I also give you the data to back up my predictions. I am all in on alts. You can follow me or you can miss the boat. It is up to you. This is for all my lifers, yo. And I'm saying, like, you could see the alts exploded literally days after I wrote this. They already were exploding. But I just wanted to reiterate, there was a lot of bearish sentiment in the movement. People were talking a lot of ish. A lot of people who didn't know. The market is made up of a lot of indecisive, emotional, and uninformed people, okay? The minority are the people like me who are doing due diligence, putting in the work, and grinding day in and day out. So, in my humble opinion, when the whole market tells you things are going down and things aren't looking good, it's usually not the case because they don't know what's going on. Go through history and research this. When were the masses right? When did the masses really know what was happening? Never. Never. They were always in the dark. They were always late. They didn't figure it out. It was the Copernicuses, the Pythagoreans, the people that did the work, the people that were studying, the people that had their head in the sand doing the due diligence. Look at Zilliqua. About to rip. We got into Zilliqua at 6.8. Pretty obvious to us. Double bottom. Double bottom here. We were going to make our break out of this pattern. Anywhere between that $6 and 68 cents here in the pattern. Booming. Zilliqua getting that daily cross. Having a little bit of movement here on the MACD. And we're high on the Stokes though. But it's a good thing. We're breaking out of previous resistance that we've been in since December 27th. Once we break resistance, we can flag and begin our way up. I have a target up at Zilliqua all the way here at 14 cents. Okay. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. But I mean, if you stayed with me throughout this bull run, you're going to do amazing. You're going to do absolutely amazing. XRP doing its thing. Okay. Starting to respect the trend line. Starting to respect the trend line. All right. I thought it's in this bigger bowl here. Something like this is very, very possible. Could it come back down to the bowl? It's possible, but I like that it's holding this trend line. See, it bounced off my trend line that I drew there. So people are respecting that. It's the funny pattern, to say the least. Starting to make its move, but now it's also forming a new trend. This trend and then this trend as well. Right? On its way up out of the pattern, doing a bit of a thing. Now, if we took away this, you could just say it's flagging like it's flagging. You can always negate way expand as long as the candle makes its way back into the pattern. That's a flag. And I could give you a temporary target for XRP to break out of the flag. You can go all the way up here to 76. So I'm not extremely bullish on it. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but look, the daily has room to go on the Stokes, and we're very bullish with the momentum on the MACD. So very good chance we could get all the way back up here to that all-time high for XRP and not too long from now. You know, don't let these people scare you. Reminds me of the know when to hold them Kenny Rogers song. Yeah, dude, know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Like, this comes from years of experience in the game. And it's not easy to do because your emotions are taking over and you're like, well, Bitcoin's going to tank. And if I go into altcoins, then I'll have no tank. And Bitcoin tanks altcoins and I don't know what to do. And they're all telling me it's bearish. And you know, we went up so far and things don't go up this much. And I don't know what's going on. And XRP had a golden cross on the weekly. Let's take a look at XRP on the weekly and show you guys that golden cross. Certain people don't know what a golden cross is. Let's start off with the basics. I use the 21, the 50, the 80, the 100, and the 200-day moving average. When we go to the weekly, a golden cross is when the 50 crosses the 200. I do not see a golden cross. You know what? It's the USDT pair hasn't been around long enough to give me a golden cross on the USDT pair, but possibly the BTC pair will. What pair would you look at? Let's take a look at the 3-day. Maybe we'll bounce in. Yeah, there's a golden cross right there. The 50 just crossed the 200 on the 3-day. So you didn't even have to go to the weekly to get this confirmation here. Okay. That's a big deal, man. That's when things start to change. So just something to think about here for XRP. They try to make it so bearish and collapse it, and they did so much to XRP, but wow, wait, in the last 3 days, XRP spiked all, yeah, it did that one spike up to 70. Damn, I didn't know it spiked to 77 though. It did that. Wow, unbelievable. $21 over 50. To me, a golden cross is the 50 crossing the 200. To me, that's what a golden cross is. You say it's the 21 over the 50. I disagree. That's not my definition of a golden cross. My golden cross is the 50 crossing the 200. You know, it's funny. Maybe we came from two schools of thought, but look, golden cross. And it doesn't matter because they're both viable, right? A golden cross. See the 50 crossing the 200. See here. What is a golden cross? The golden cross is a chart pattern where it's a bullish signal in which a relatively short-term moving average crosses a long-term moving average. And see how it is? It's a signal which a relatively short-term. So you could actually, we're both actually pretty right. We're both actually pretty right in opinion. It's not about being right or wrong. It's actually, you know, anytime a lower moving average crosses a higher one. But see here, just the overall golden cross when you're talking to traders. It's such as the 50-day moving average or resistance as a long-term golden cross indicates bull market on the horizon and is reinforced by high trading volumes. So you can see the 50 crossing the 200-day moving average. These are big deals. These are things you learn if you take a tutoring session with me. You start to learn what these yellow lines, blue, I'm using this yellow, blue, white, red line. I'm using this MACD. I'm using a bunch of indicators to make my way through the bull market. And you can too. You can too. Someone tried to tell me Wi-Fi got hacked or something yesterday. I don't know about that. I didn't hear about that. That wasn't on my radar, so I don't know. And then we're going to go over some news, and then I'm going to get on out of here because it's 11. And we did our show, man. Amazing how fast the show goes. You guys rock with me every time, though. Okay, let's get into the news now. Keeper, man, IOST, there's just, you can't even keep track of it all. And that's what I realized. I said, eventually you're going to make a decision, and the decision's going to stick with you for the rest of your life, right? And you're destined to make a certain amount of money in your lifetime, right? And I think it's been destined on each person, what you're destined to make. And yeah, just, you know, you got to pick your coins and go with it. Yeah, you may make 10 million instead of 5 million. You may make 1 million instead of 2 million, you know, who knows where you'll end up, but be happy with what you have, believe in yourself, and things should work out, you know, for the most part. Look, 22 minutes ago, we're going to talk about the news, but yeah, maybe urine was exploited. I just saw that. Dude, the bears are getting wrecked. If you thought you could short this market, you're a fool. You're an absolute fool. The trend is your friend until it's not. Do not beat down a Bitcoin trend. I learned that a long time ago, that it wasn't a smart idea, you know. Okay, federal reform could transfer crypto cannabis use case. As senators call for an end to the federal prohibition of marijuana, how would it affect the crypto cannabis connection that arises in the weed industry's bankrupt banking blind spot? The recent vow by United States Senate leader Chuck Schumer to end federal prohibition of cannabis could have a knock-on effect for Bitcoin and other wider cryptocurrency industry. The war on drugs has been a war on people, particularly of people of color. Ending the federal marijuana prohibition is necessarily to the right wrongs of this failed war and end decades of harm inflicted on communities of color across the country. You know how many people did jail time for smoking some weed, man? Like selling weed, non-violent crimes, sitting in jail for years. 10, 20, 30 pounds of weed, you get 5, 10 years. Rockefeller drug laws, like this is nuts, man. It's marijuana. As to the utility of cryptocurrency, should the traditional finance centers open up to these businesses, I would admit that it decreases the attractiveness of a solution founded on blockchain. What is he talking about? However, the impact of such an occurrence probably won't make items felt, said Wagner. We said the lack of legal clarity around crypto has made it difficult for cannabis users to get on board so far. It'll all make sense, man. They'll all make sense. They will. Ethereum network fees hit an all-time high, man. Yeah, crazy, man. Data reveals who actually was behind the GameStop rally. The GameStop stock rally last week took Wall Street for a ride, especially the hedge funds that shorted GME stock heavily. While the world thinks that there was only a community of retail investors on Reddit dubbed Wall Street Bets that pulled off a massive 700% surge. But is it true? The latest data shows it was actually institutional players behind fueling the latest GMC rally. JP Morgan has released a list of top 10 most purchased stocks by retail traders and are baffled to know that GameStop was not on the list. In a note to clients, JP Morgan global quantitative and derivative strategy analyst Peng Chang told, although many retail buying was portrayed as the main driver of the extreme price rally experienced by some stocks, the actual picture may be more nuanced. The retail investors created a massive frenzy by spreading the word to buy GameStop all over media. However, it seems that the institutional players made the most of the social media chatter by being the silent players behind all the drama. Their analysis, JP Morgan analysis, Devin Ryan said, maybe it's not as much of just the little guy versus the big guy. I think it was reasonable to say that the institutional investors were also very active in those stocks last week because they are institutional investors that participate in names that have elevated volume. I think more likely that was also expressed in some of the options activity last week as well. Retail investors were net sellers. Interesting. You know that they see that and they take it and they jump on. Bitcoin bull Chamath Palihapitiya will not run for California governor. Damn, that sucks. That would have been nice. Yeah. They want to get rid of Newsom. They're like signing a document to get him out, you know? Bitcoin bull Chamath Palihapitiya will not run for governor. It's kind of sad. Bitcoin market cap may be overstated by 151 coin metrics. What? Bitcoin may be overstated by 151 billion, according to data from crypto intelligence coin metrics. And the same may well go for tokens, Forex, and the company suggested. Coin metrics arrived at this staggering figure by looking at how many coins may actually be on the market. Per a tweet from the firm Coin Metrics said, it was widely understood that whilst there are 18.6 billion in existence, many are lost and not available to the market anymore. Instead, the firm introduced a free float supply model claiming that the contrary to more conventional figures, a more realistic representative of Bitcoin supply would be 14.5 million. Furthermore, when the float methodology is applied to Bitcoin Forex, specifically Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV and Bitcoin Gold, Coin Metrics argues that this generates an even starker difference in what is most commonly reported as the supply of these assets, what is more likely their supply in markets. I find this kind of like pointless. Wall Street bets versus Wall Street, a prelude to DeFi bursting on the scene. Was stock trading app Robinhood the villain in GameStop saga? In a decentralized trading, no one would have the power. Was last week's Reddit versus Wall Street standoff really the beginning of the end for centralized finance? Or was it just a one-time instance of individuals coming together to right a perceived wrong with no long-term economic consequences? As GameStop, a struggling video game retailer, came under attack by hedge fund short sellers, a coalition of individuals spearheaded by Wall Street bets. But then Robinhood, the insurgents trading platform of choice, suspended purchases. Yeah, man, this wasn't unanimous, though. Quantum Economics co-founder Matt Greenspan found little to applaud in the crowdsourcing purchase of GameStop. The narrative that Main Street was finally able to beat Wall Street at its own game is extremely misguided. As according to him, there were hedge funds on both sides of this trade. He went on to add, it's hard to see how buying overpriced shares of a company that's losing money will make the world a better place. Is the writing on the wall? The events around GameStop and Robinhood are a wake-up call for the broader public, said Alexei Zamatin, co-founder of the CEO of Interlay, a research and development company focused on blockchain interoperability. Cointelegraph added, I doubt most people outside the finance banking were aware that Robinhood's main customers were hedge funds rather than retail users. I'm not entirely sure I agree that the recent CME saga has proven that retail investors can meaningfully coordinate to move stocks in the long run. They really can. It was investors. Generation struggle. The struggle is neither between younger and older, nor between ordinary and hedge funds. It's more between those who believe in protection and expansion of personal freedoms of individuals, including the right to engage in financial markets, and those who do not. Was it a win for social media? Can DEXs handle the flow? Are decentralized exchanges even ready for mass markets? Could they handle the volume of last week's Wall Street bets action without crashing? Today, these decentralized markets are still small and not always enterprise grade. Bucardi told Cointelegraph adding they would have big challenges to handle these volumes, at least in their current versions. You look excited like a kid on Christmas last night, Lifer. It was I earn finance. Anyway, Ether breaks out to 1750, sees Ethereum network fees hit all-time highs. It's not just Ether price itself setting records on Friday. Users have to pay more than ever to send transactions, and some exchanges can't cope. Largest altcoin Ether built on its recent highs on February 5th to climb even closer to $2,000. Bear trap, TD sell 9 triggers as bulls push Bitcoin higher. Bitcoin price action has now spent a total of 9 days in a short-term uptrend, capping off a bounce back in 2020 highs. The sequence of most green candles has triggered and perfected a TD9 sell setup on daily time frames. However, the signal has repeatedly failed to yield results since the more dominant high time frame uptrend began. Is this time different, or is there yet another bear trap layered into a bull flag that could push Bitcoin to more than $75,000 per coin? Here's what technical analysis suggests, and we've done our own, man, but the TD sequential indicator, designed by Thomas Denmark, is used to time market tops and bottoms for years, worked like a charm with sniping trend reversals in cryptocurrencies. Traders who have since relied on the tool could be taking a short position based on the perfected setup. The theory behind the tool is that after a sequence of price increase, the trend should be approaching a point of exhaustion and is near a point where a turnaround is probable. The problem for those bearish on Bitcoin or taking short positions based on the indicator is that it has repeatedly failed since the breakout from 10,000, and the only setup that's been perfected is a bear trap. The TD9 sell setup appears at the top of a bull flag structure. If valid, the pattern confirms with a breakout upward. The potential target within weeks could take the price of Bitcoin to as high as $75,000. Yeah, within weeks. Within weeks, my friends. Within weeks. Okay, within weeks. Yes, within weeks. You heard it correctly. Within weeks. Yes, within weeks. Big blow for Bitcoin in Africa as Nigeria's central bank bans cryptocurrency trading. According to data by Paxful, a top cryptocurrency platform, Nigeria has the second largest crypto trading volume in the world, placing the country firmly in line to become one of the biggest crypto hubs in the world moving forward. And you heard Cardano talk about that, you know. However, thanks to a new policy by the country's central bank, this might be in jeopardy. On February 5th, it was announced the Central Bank of Nigeria that the buying and selling of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies was thus prohibited. This was announced via a circular sent to banks and other financial institutions. How would they be doing this? I don't understand, right? Like, it's so shady, man. Like they know the whole world's moving forward. Decentralized currencies have seen regulatory pushback around the world, not just in Nigeria. Anti-crypto laws put in place severely restricted the industry in India, with many firms forced to move abroad in China. Cryptocurrency is banned altogether. Regardless, crypto users have found ways around these laws, with Chinese residents using virtual private networks to trade, and that's the thing. This guy's very bearish. I've seen him, Ari Maxwell, very bearish guy. I feel like he missed out on a bunch of gains. After Yearn exploit, attackers' funds frozen and reimbursement plans developing. Seized funds begin the damage down to 9 million as multiple communities ponder the next step in reimbursement users' funds. Following an exploit last night that cost the Yield Vault project Yearn.finance 11 million in stablecoin DAI, cryptocurrency members from multiple projects have rallied to mitigate the effects, reclaim exploited funds, and reimburse affected users. First reported by the project at 509, the exploit was a complex arbitration attack on Yearn's version 1 DAI Yield Vault. According to the disclosure published by Yearn this morning, the exploit, which featured over 160 nested transactions, has been called one of the most complex to date, netted the attacker 2.7 million in profits, and costed the volume 11 million in DAI. But much like how Yearn core contributors are often among those who convene in the wake of other projects experiencing exploits, the crypto community is stepping in to help. Shortly after the vulnerability disclosure, stablecoin Tether CTO Paulo Adorno announced in a tweet that the company had frozen 1.7 million in stolen funds, which will previously be returned, which will presumably be returned to the project. Tether just froze 1.7 USD stolen as part of the hack. That's kind of scary though, because can Tether freeze your money too? Likewise, senior Yearn core developer Bang Tech has informally proposed to the MarketDAO community the creation of a proposed built collateralized debt position to make affected users whole. If the proposal moves forward, the CDP will be funded from 666,000 YFI tokens that were minted this morning after a rancorous debate about the creation of a Yearn treasury. Sad to see, but the price didn't get affected too bad, right? By Yearn. Okay, man. And there's the news of the day, man. Some hacking, some up and downs, right? Just a regular story. Another day in crypto. Daily on Bitcoin USDT, or the 3-day, man, is about to go up. This is a big deal right now. The 3-day is about to rip. I'm telling you, man, the 3-day is powerful. Extremely powerful. I got my target up here at 58K, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really love you all. You all mean the world to me. That the traditional fiat trying to fight back, big banks and stuff, they're late in my opinion, late by 5 years. Yeah, they should have started a long time ago trying to put the genie back in the bottle. You know what I'm saying? And everyone, if you watched my live stream and my shows, yesterday we did a live stream with the CEO of Bondly, man. Brandon from Bondly, bro. Starting to gain a little bit of views. I felt like it should have way more traction. I mean, this is a huge project. The stuff he was talking about was insane.
But then actually bringing in like assets that are valued outside of blockchain, finally bringing them on. So
like, what an amazing talk we had. I think that talk could go down in history, man, because it really represents. And look, shout out to Jesse B. Sick merch that he ordered. It's weird that the sick merch though. I started rocking it. It's so tight on me, but I rock it anyway because I like the colors. And it would take me months to get one. Banks are for robbing, man. Crypto lifer. You know what I'm saying? I guess you shouldn't. I mean, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. Yikes, right? You got to be careful these days. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing, guys. Thank you guys so much for jumping on in. And together, we are all stronger. Remember that. 39 likes. You guys are amazing. Unbelievable. And we're going to say it together. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.